Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please take a seat properly and make sure that if your teacher requires you to sign in, that you do so, my class especially. Teachers, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. All right, I got thumbs up.
Shane, oh, you guys don't forget, you need to put your phones away. I do this on your participation with us here. Make sure the earbuds are out, phones put away, no food, no drinks, no chit-chatting.
This one's good. Thank you. Hey, good morning, everyone. How are we doing this morning? Good? I don't know. I didn't hear good morning back. That doesn't spell right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the second East Side Art Talk. And today, as you can see behind me, we have several speakers. So my name is Miss Major. I will be hosting today's Art Talk. And along with me is my co-worker, companion, friend, Dr. Kelly, who's going to introduce our speakers as well. So I just want to go through a couple of norms for being inside the theater. Things that you may have heard before but need to be said just as a reminder. So first of all, please put away your cell phones. We have speakers that have driven hours to be here, and so we definitely don't want to have our cell phones going off or let that be a distraction to them. Please show them your undivided attention. Show them that you appreciate them being here and taking their time out to talk to you today about relationships as well as career choices. Okay. In addition, we make sure that you're not going in and out of the theater while they're speaking. If it's absolutely necessary to leave the theater, then make sure you do it when they're not talking, so between speakers. So not during the time that they're speaking, because that's just rude to have that door open and shut. Please make sure that in these chairs that you keep your feet on the ground or not on the backs of the. I hope you enjoy today's Art Talk.
Thank you, Ms. Kinsley. Yeah, thanks for clapping for her. We all appreciate it.
Next slide for me, please.
Oh, she has it. Okay, so this east side, right? We're second period, right? So just so you know, I messed up in the first period, and not everybody got a chance to speak. So it's on me, right? So we're switching it up for you guys. Not that you knew the difference until I told you, but we're still switching it up. Okay, so you'll see Jamara Mclean, who's off to my left. He will now be the second speaker this morning. He will be your second speaker on your schedule. Brian Stillman, if you would, sir, Brian, will be third. Dr. Tracy Kelly, I'll be in there somewhere. Our Marines are not here yet. And then the last is Cedric Hughes. Mr. Hughes, if you could. He will be our lead-off speaker this morning for you guys, our lead-off speaker. So if we can go to Cedric Hughes speaker or slide near the bottom for me, please. And if anybody has a photographic memory and you just memorized it all, cool, you can come up here and do this for me. All right, so with that, Mr. Cedric Hughes, if you can come on up, please, sir. And no mic for you, right? You're good?
And then on Fridays, he gave us a quiz. Every Friday, he gave us a quiz. He gave us so about 3 weeks in, everybody started figuring out, why is Mr. Howe leaving the class? Right? So either way, so he kept leaving the class. So we started cheating. Every Friday we got a quiz, we cheat. And at the end of the year, we all asked Mr. Howe, like, why'd you always see the class every Friday? Reason was, he's like, y'all can learn how to learn together. Like, what? We didn't understand at the time, like, we ain't learn together. Well, it didn't matter who you were. It didn't matter what color you were. It didn't matter nothing. He just wanted us to work together to succeed. Everybody tracking? Everybody tracking? Everybody tracking? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I can't curse all the time. Y'all can help me curse. Everybody tracking? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So either way, so that's how. There you go. Some people with it and keep your head up. You know what I mean? So I was like, what do I do here? What the fuck do I do? I was fucking stuck, bro. I had my mom on my arm. Either I go to school and fuck moms, or I take care of moms. Which one y'all think I do? Damn straight. My mom come first every day. Just like all y'all moms come first every day. And all y'all dads and all that shit. All your family always come first. Always. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. All right, man, so that happened. I kept it moving, man. So I was like, what do I do? So I made a plan. I made a goal. That goal was, you know what? So I got to take care of moms. After I get my mom good, I got to get all on my own. I got to do my own thing. So what I did was, I joined the Air Force. I did 20 years in that piece. I did everything you could think of. New security, law enforcement sniper, presidential security, presidential security, emergency management, is top secret shit like this man do right here. I did all that bullshit. I did shit y'all can't even think of. That's real talk. I was sniper for 2 years. You can imagine what I did. 13 tours, 8 of them wartime. Real talk. That's what I did. On my own. Nobody helped me do shit. Because I made a plan. I made a goal. Head, chest. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. You only got a couple more minutes, man. So after I go to the military, they taught us things called value. Right? You young. Come up here real quick, bro. Come up here real quick. Yeah, you. Can you please come up here? Real talk. No? I bet. Hey, man. You want to come up here real quick? Just real quick. Tell us value. Come up here. Value. 1, 5, 10. 1, 5, 10. Wait. All right, cool. Now, if that $20 bill, you don't want to come up with this $20 bill. This is called value. This is value. This is you. This is you. This is all of you. No matter what you do in life, the Air Force taught me this much. You want this $20? I'm a baby. You still want this $20? I'm a little dude. You still want this $20? No matter what life does to you, no matter what it does to you, it can bend you, it can crumble you, it can break you down to 2 10s. It can break you down to 4 5s. It can break you down to 21s. No matter what life does to you, keep your chest out, keep your head up, and don't take it. Tracking it from nobody. Your value never changes. Never changes. Never changes. It never changes who you are. Your value is all you got in life. So use it. And never let nobody tell you differently. Even if you don't want to help. You got a good day. My name's Cedric Hughes. I'm out.
How about one more time for Mr. Hughes there? All the way back to Mario, please. How do you follow that? How do you even pretend to come up with that energy and follow him up, right? but Jamara is going to come and do it. Somehow, some way, Jamara, you got it? All right, so this is Jamara Mclean, ladies and gentlemen. If you can give it up for him, please.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? My name is Jamara Mclean. I'm a comedian / actor / writer. Make some noise for yourselves one more time. You guys are here. You guys are living. You woke up today. You blessed. We got some celebrities in the building, y'all. Make some noise for little baby right here. He was just on his phone. Little baby, stand up for him, little baby. I see you, dog. I see you. Stand up for little baby. Look, he's still little baby right here. You know, that's little baby. That's little baby brother. Hey, stand up too, bro. You next. Take your hoodie off. Y'all make some noise for Travis Scott. He here too, Travis Scott. Yeah, man, Travis, I love you, bro. And then the dude right here, he mad he didn't get that 20. He's like, I could've got hot Cheetos. Look, he mad. Look, he got all. Why you so mad, bro? You good? You good? You just ain't feeling it this morning? You thought he was gonna have you do a push-up, so he's like, nah, I'm good. I ain't gonna get up. Yeah, I know. I'll watch. Cedric, I need the 20. I drove from Long Beach. I need some gas money. So you guys, I'm a comedian. I'm an actor. Round of applause if you guys like stand-up comedy. If you like stand-up comedy, you watch my Netflix. You like, Dave Chappelle's and the Kevin Hart's. They all had to start somewhere. You guys at the position you're at in your life, obviously with the internet, you can take advantage and get into the world of comedy like tomorrow, today, if you wanted to. There's a lot of opportunities out there because of technology where people are blowing up and they don't even have to leave their house. Where just the creative, comedy, the best comedy is original comedy. Like you see memes all the time, you see videos where people share them and they kind of share them and that's how it goes viral. But a lot of times they're just posting what they already seen and it's funny. So that's different. Doing stand-up comedy, like if I come up here and do a Kevin Hart joke, y'all will be like, oh, I heard that already. It's like, that's the worst, that's the cardinal sin, is stealing jokes. Now, if you're up here, if you think you're funny right now, show of hands if you think you're funny, like your friends and family, if you think you're funny. Why are you trying to force her hand? Look, she slapped her, like, oh, my hand up. You think your friend's funny? Is she funny? You think she's funny? Why are you holding her hand up like that? Why y'all laughing now? Doing stand-up comedy is like, it's an art to it. You have to have a theme. You have to have structure, narrative. You tell your story. But like I said, no matter what, it has to be original. Now, to do stand-up, I need an audience. It's not gonna work if I'm just in the mirror talking to myself. Like, I need an audience for feedback, you know? So, real quick, can I give you guys a joke? Can I tell you guys a joke? Real fast? Can I tell y'all a joke? All right. Now, this is a joke I actually told. This is a joke I told. It's crazy because I told this joke to a police officer on my way up here. I drove all the way from Long Beach, and I got pulled over, y'all. I really did. I got pulled over as soon as I got off the freeway. And it's crazy is like, when I got off the freeway, I seen it had like, cones right there. I was like, it was like a checkpoint. And the police officer pulled me over, and I said, sir, I'm just trying to get to Eastside High School. I'm a speaker, I'm a comedian. I'm doing speaking today. He said, what, you're a comedian? He said, make me laugh. I was like, oh, heck no. I got nervous because I had weed in the car. I was scared. I'm nervous now. I'm like, I hope he laughed at this joke because he was really serious. He's like, go ahead, make me laugh. Go ahead, make me laugh. I was all right, sir. I'll tell you this joke. My grandma loves this joke. Do you know why they don't play poker in Africa? He said, why? Because there's too many cheetahs. See, I got the same reaction. He was like, get out the car. You're not funny at all. So I gave him my weed, let me go. Yeah, I started in LA. If you guys wanted to start stand-up today, like the first thing you do is you go to comedy clubs and you find out what nights they have open mic. If you think you're funny, and you have something you want to try, you literally can sign up like today. There's no age limit. Obviously, if you're not 18, like you have to have a parent with you. But Dave Chappelle started doing stand-up when he was 14. Like there's no, you can start today. You just have to know the structure of joke writing, don't bite material, and you just, whatever you think's funny, go up there and say it. Like when I was in high school, I graduated high school in 2002. I know I'm old. I swear, when I was in high school, it doesn't change throughout the years. It's cliques, different groups. Anybody playing a football team in here? Show of hands, you playing a football team? They heard y'all lost 30-0. Homecoming. What's going on? Look, he put his head down like, nah, bro, I was got fireworks after, that's messed up. They could have saved the fireworks. I played on a football team, so you had the different categories in high school. It's the jocks, it's, you know, the goths, the emo people, all that crap. It's the same, like I see it. It's girls wear a lot of makeup the same way. I see some girl earlier, she had a lot of makeup on. She looked like she was a few strokes away from like clown makeup. It was a lot. It was too much foundation or something going on. And then when I was in high school, I don't know if girls still do it, they shaved off their eyebrows and they used to draw them back on. But then, like, girls in my school, they used to draw them like the McDonald arches. It looked like they were surprised. Like their eyebrows was too high up. Like, it's cool though, you know, whatever you do to enhance your beauty. I like that you expressing yourself. That's what stand-up does. The art of it, like I said, you express yourself in a way that you think is humor. And some people find jokes offensive, but comedy is subjective. So one comedian you find funny, the next person may not find funny. That's why it's subjective, where you don't have to laugh if you don't find it funny. That's the whole point of it. But like I said, coming from LA, you gotta be ready for rejection in life, where people say, where you're trying to get into the entertainment industry, where you're gonna get a lot of no's. All you do is just keep getting back, you keep going up, you keep doing what you have to do. Don't ever give up on a dream if you feel like you want to do something, you have a passion for something. If you're into making music, making art, anything you have a passion for, meaning you would do it whether it makes you famous or rich or not, because you have a passion for doing it. That's so important that you stick with your passion. Don't let nobody discourage you from what you want to do. And it's important, like, I told my parents, I graduated from college. I have a degree in mass communications, and once I got back to California, because I went to school out of state, I told my parents I wanted to do stand-up. And my mom like, you're not that funny. I was like, all right, now I'm not gonna let my mom kill my dreams. But it's important though that you don't even let the people closest to you kill your dreams. But she was still, my mom's encouraging though. But like I said, when I got back, I started doing stand-up, and I'm not just a comedian, I'm also an actor. Anybody seen the movie Straight Outta Compton? Anybody seen Straight Outta Compton? Anybody seen the movie? Yeah, I wasn't in that movie, I was just checking if y'all seen it. I auditioned for it. I auditioned for the MC Ram part, because I didn't get it though. He could have got it, Cedric could easily got on Straight Outta Compton. I believe in like, you just keep following your dreams though, it's important. Like, anybody heard of Showtime at the Apollo? Anybody heard of that? Showtime at the Apollo, it's in Harlem. Super, like everybody performing there, from Dave Chappelle to James Brown, Steve Harvey. Every entertainer, black entertainer performed at Showtime at the Apollo. I performed at Showtime at the Pollo Loco though. I was like trying to make it. You gotta be used to like rejection, like I said. You gotta be okay with it. It's important not to dwell in it and feel like you're not, oh, I can't do it because this one person said no. Because all it takes is one person to believe in you. That's all it takes. As far as being honest in yourself and being true, but be nice to everybody, especially in the entertainment industry, because the person that you might be rude to or be mean to, they might be in a position to offer you work or opportunity, and they're gonna remember, oh, that person was rude to me, or that person kind of snubbed me, like, so be nice to everybody. You never know, even to like, that's why bullying is whack, because the person you bullying is gonna be the person later that's like, Zach, what's the dude from Facebook, you're gonna be the billionaire, like, you're gonna be friends with everybody. That's important, that's very important, because I used to tease this girl in my school, she ended up being literally the manager at the Comedy Store in Hollywood. Like, straight up, I used to tease her because she always walked around like she had a big butt, and I always called her Tyrannosaurus Rex, so she used to walk like that a lot. So I know, I used to call her T-Rex. And then I seen her, she's the manager now, so now she's like, hey, what's up, it's me, T-Rex. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. You gotta just be nice to everybody, no matter what. All right, that's my time, you guys. I'm Jamara Mclean. Thank you again. Let's watch to yourself. Thank you again, Dr. King.
One more time for Jamara, please. Okay, so we do have some Marines here now, and for those of you that don't know, which is most of you, I was a Marine, so I'm partial. Got Cedric, you're still Cedric, we're still good. All right, so we're gonna come up with Ryan Stillman now. Ryan Stillman's gonna come up and tell you about the aerospace industry.
Thank you for having me. I guess mine's kind of humdrum compared to the previous presenters, man. These guys are great. I'm just here to tell you how a high school graduate can get a job in aerospace. So you can hit the next slide. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a high school graduate, but I wasn't born with the God-given talent of aerospace, right? So I ended up in my early career digging ditches as a sewer lateral installation technician. I think that's a real fancy way of saying I put in sewer pipe. I ended up getting a job for my dad, and you can see that I had a whole bunch of other, just standard hard labor jobs, Wendy's, roofer, worked in a warehouse for a while, and never had a college degree. I'm actually a dropout of UNLV twice, So I ended up getting into aerospace. It happened to be an ad in the paper. I was like, oh, well, that sounds way better than being on a roof or digging ditches, unclogging toilets. Yeah, that was never fun. So essentially, right here in your backyard, there's all these programs right now that are just dying for touch labor. And of course, you think in the aerospace industry, like, oh, you gotta have an engineering degree. Oh, you gotta have a master's in business. Oh, No, there is that place for those people, and they have an important job. But the people that actually build the vehicles are no college degree individuals like me. And what ends up happening is because these programs are coming out and they're happening all of a sudden, every 2 to 3 years, the techniques that are used to actually build these vehicles change. So there's no way to get certified. There's no college class you can take because it's all on-the-job training. So you can see in the next slide, there's a whole bunch of entry-level aerospace jobs. I did a quick search on the Google machine, and it was like 1,100 jobs within 30 miles of this area right now. And you can see you could do just about anything. Material handlers, composite layup technicians, planning, tooling. All these jobs are entry-level, and they don't require an education. And these are all the skills that you're picking up in your high school curriculum right now, right? You can see, I think another hiding giant right here is like metrology. It's not like meteorology, but metrology is the study of measurement. And of course it sounds fancy, and this is how the aerospace industry kind of keeps you scared, or, I don't think I can do it, is they use the speed of light and lasers bounced off of monuments to reference the model. And it's like Google Sketch. It's just a piece of software, and these guys are getting paid big bucks, and there's no training that you can take because it's all on the job. The software is updating all the time. You just got to get in there and do it. Next slide. So how do you get a job at these places, right? Like, I'll tell you my experience. I just started spamming them. I applied for everything. I applied for janitor, weld helper, electrician, composite fabricator, and I ended up getting in as a composite layup technician. And then I got into final assembly and eventually into flight test. But you can see here, there's all these companies within this 30-mile radius, and they're all hiring entry-level positions. So what happens after you get the job, right? Well, you get paid, by the way. It's very competitive earnings. And a lot of people get into specialist technicians and leads and supervisors and managers. I'm here to tell you, you don't need a degree to be a supervisor in an aerospace company. Well, my name is Brian Stone. I'm a supervisor in an aerospace company with no degree. It's not a requirement. You just got to be good at your job and gain that experience. Other opportunities you get out there after a little bit of experience is contracting. So after a couple years of working on these aircraft, working on these systems, be it electrical, metrology, tooling, you get the opportunity to sign up with these contracting houses, and the pay is up to like 30 to 40% more than being a full-time employee. And you get to travel. You get to see other places. You get to go around to all these other programs. You get to meet tons of potential people to work with. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. And the contracting life got tons of buddies that do it, and they love it. Because you work a 6-month contract in Mississippi, they'll work a 6-month contract in Africa, they'll work a 6-month contract in New York. You know, and they're just moving all over the place, working on these different aircraft programs. Next slide, please. I think the other big thing that's not mentioned enough is the top secret clearances, the clearances. And this is a really good opportunity for young people like yourselves because you don't have any history yet. So it's really easy for you to get a secret clearance. And the secret clearance is like a golden ticket, right? You get inside these dark programs, you start working with all these other people. Next thing you know, you're just making money and you get to go home and it's amazing. And again, with no college, just straight out of high school education. And I think that's about it on my presentation. We got any questions out there? Anybody dying to know anything about aerospace? No? Well, I guess in conclusion, any one of you guys could be working down the road, making really good money right out of high school.
How about one more time for Brian, please? If we can get the Dr. Tracy Kelly slide. All right, as this slide pops up, I know you can read it, take a moment, read what it says, and actually judge me. You can say it out loud, you can say it to your neighbor, you can keep it locked in your head. I don't care. Judge me. Look at me today and tell me, either in your mind or out loud, where I was when I was your age. Go ahead. There's gotta be something. I know what I look like, huh? You say it, just say it. I don't have any feelings to hurt, don't worry about it. You can ask me a feeling that I have. Okay, maybe. Will you there? You think it's funny? Alright, let's see. Let's see. That's it? What do you guys got? I know you guys got a picture on already. What do you got? It's okay. Whitey, right? Richfield boy, got a BMW, right? Mom and dad vacation in Europe, right? Go ahead. It's alright. If that's what works out for me. Alright, you guys good? Moving on to the next one. This is me. Yeah, it says Dr. Tracy Kelly, but which one am I in the photo? You don't know? You look at, okay, hold on. Did that help? Took my glasses off. You are correct. I am the whitest one. I am the whitest one in my family. And I'm okay with that. Because we know it. We're all different colors. The 3 kids all have different fathers. Our mom would tell you, she had a good time. And she's okay with that. She is okay with having a good time. Because guess what? You should be too. Maybe not the same type, but have fun anyway, right? Alright, so my mom's the one in the middle. She's the tallest one. She's 5'11" and 3/4 when she was 12 years old. Imagine being a boy, like a lot of you are, trying to get as big as your mom or your dad. I never made it. Okay? So yes, I am the white one. My younger sister, Tanya, is in the middle. My older brother, Tony, is on the other side. This picture was taken at our foster home. Same home, foster home my mom was in, I was in, and my brother was in. We were all in the same foster home. Okay? Not at the same time because we're different ages, except my brother and I. This was taken at our foster home in Bakersfield. About 2 hours that way, right? Now this one, which says foster care, because right, I was in 15 different schools before I dropped out. I was in foster care. Where am I at? This is us in the big city of Pumpkin Center. It's a town about that big outside of Bakersfield. Okay? We were the family that had color. Everybody else was as white as me. Okay? I was all of maybe 10. Sister was 7. My brother Tony, who's giving a thumbs down, was 3 years plus 10 is 13. Okay? Now, I'm over here in high school dropout. By the time I was a sophomore in high school, my second semester, I was already on Independence Day. And yes, I did some of that crack stuff. Yes, I did some of that medicinal stuff. Yes, I did those things. Okay? Was I a gangbanger? I've been jumped because of my color. I've been jumped because of my sister's color. Right? That's happening. It's reality. It's what happens. Okay. So by the time I was a junior, I was done. I left high school, I dropped out, my mom said, budget, have a good time, okay? So that's what happened. Then I joined the Marine Corps. My sister, Tanya, she's the only, well, her and my brother both graduated high school. My brother did continuation, she went through all of her years. She's the only one that did it right compared to most people. As you can see, I'm almost as tall as my mom, almost. But all three of us do wear the same shoe size, if that helps. We all wear 9 men's or 11 females. Yeah, I've tried them on, I'm sorry. Go to the next slide for me, if you would. Okay, this is what the statistics will tell you about me and probably a fair number of you, right? If you do not have, well, let's go with the first one. According to these numbers, I should be dead or have spent half my life in prison. Yeah, I spent some time in prison and jail and whatever you want to call it. That's a part of me. It's not who I am. So the first one, 85% of those without a dad or 85% of those in prison will be without a dad or did not have a dad in the house. Does that mean? Every day of the week. 71% of high school dropouts. Does that mean? Every day of the week, right? Let's go to 90% of homeless and one way are fatherless. I was both. Homeless 2 different times. First time when I was 16, last time when I was 21. Okay? I've been there, done that. I lived in a laundromat in Phoenix, Arizona for a while because I was a laborer digging the ditches, sweeping up garbage off of somebody's construction floor. Okay? 60% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes. I hope none of you are there, but if you're there, it's okay. It's not great. It's not fun. I've been there. As period 1 learned, and every other period behind you learned. I walked to that cliff. I was about to jump off that cliff and commit suicide. I was 14, pissed off at my dad, pissed off at my mom, school sucked, I was ready to jump. I can't tell you what stopped me, but I can tell you that I got my shit together. What? Thank you. Together, right? And I figured it out. Did it take me a long time? Yeah. I'm 54 today. I was 53 when I got my doctorate. I was 39 when I got my first college degree. I still don't have a high school diploma, and I never will. It doesn't define you. None of this defines you. You define yourself. You decide what's successful. You decide what you want to be. We can go to the next slide, please. Your success depends on who? Well, you, right? Yourself. Who does my success depend on? Me. Are my friends going to be there to support me? Sometimes, right? Are they going to pay my bills? Maybe, maybe not, yeah, right? Sometimes they might only $10, but then they want it back tomorrow, right? Which always doesn't work. But you are the only one that can be you. Don't let society tell you you can't achieve something. Don't let society tell you you can't do it. Don't let your mom and dad, your aunt and uncle, grandma, whoever, tell you you can't do it. You decide if you want to do it. Now, think back to when y'all were judging me, right? Did any of this make sense? Did you see that coming? No, me neither. But guess what? My friend Cedric, you heard his story, right? Mine's different, but they're similar, right? He's bigger than me. I'm just a little bit white guy over here, right? He's big. You decide what you want to do. You see how tough it is. You understand how tough it is because you think you might not have any choices. You think life's handed you a bad whatever, right? It has. So, what does that mean? And I don't got $20. All right, we good? All right, then the Miss Alice, if we can go to the Marine Corps slide, please, and I'll introduce our Marines up here. All right, so they threw me a curveball. Staff Sergeant Campbell showed up, didn't know he was coming. Sergeant Barrow, did I pronounce it right? I knew he was coming. And then the only female up here is Corporal Stephanie Soto. Some of them are going to talk. They're going to tell you about options in the Marine Corps, I think specific to art. But if we can give it up for the Marine Corps, please.
Hello everyone, I'm Sergeant Soto. Here I have your local Marine Corps representatives.
Hey y'all, my name is Sergeant Barrow. Have I talked to any of y'all classes before? I know some of y'all probably seen me before. I recognize some faces. Julie, I see you.
I'm Sergeant Campbell. So I used to be the recruiter here in 2019 and 2021, and Sergeant Barrow took over. But yeah, we're just here to give you just a basic information about our job. So Sergeant Soto and myself, we're actually combat videographers, and she's a combat photographer. And Sergeant Barlow, he's an infantryman. But we're going to talk about video photography today.
So specifically in the Marine Corps, there's a military occupational specialty called communications, strategy, and operations. So what that entails is essentially graphic design, photography, videography, public affairs. So you do a little bit of everything once you go through the schooling within the Marine Corps. And essentially, so you will get to work with different units all around, like Marine Corps, wherever there are stations, and you'll get to either work on special ceremonies, different exercises, unit like training exercises for more on the classroom setting. So this is what I do specifically. It's also going into public affairs is more marketing. So this is a smaller portion of what it all I guess entails within the communication side of the Marine Corps. So specifically, I'll assist in the recruiting side of the Marine Corps, and then I'll work with the local communities with like local sports teams or just different organizations to help spread the word about the Marine Corps, since not everyone knows about who we are and what we do. So this is just a little of what we do on the communication side. Next slide.
Next slide, please.
So here's an example of some of the stuff I've worked on and just some of the things that other Marines have done in the communication side. So up above on the top right, there's a infographic I've done on the graphic design portion. So all the equipment that the Marine Corps offers for anyone in the communication side is you'll get your own production equipment, your camera, video equipment, everything that you need to help do your job. So for that, I just created an infographic for the Marines that were at the base I was stationed at, and we just help them show that, stay hydrated, because that was my role at the time, to help them stay informed on the subject. And then here is a picture of another Marine working on just a logo that they were designing for their unit. On the top left, you see a public affairs Marine just with the local news station. So we do a bit of broadcasting if you like to speak. So that's, you'll encounter that from time to time. And then here on the bottom right also is another Marine speaking at a local event. Just sharing his experience and speaking about the Marine Corps and what we do. So on top of all this, the Marine Corps also helps you continue your education if you're interested in pursuing photography or graphic design, especially if you're from the area and you want to go to like Warner Brothers or anything, or Disney. We do offer continued education schooling in Syracuse University. So I personally know some friends that went over there while being active duty in the Marine Corps. So they got to go to Syracuse University for a year for free, just to learn more about photography, which in the long term is going to help them go into either Disney or wherever that they would like to work with in the future. You want to share some of your experience?
So I've been in the Marine Corps now for about 10 years. I've been a recruiter for 3. For the first 7 years, I was stationed in Hawaii. So from there, it was pretty much like a great experience with kind of networking. For me, that's the biggest thing for my job, is just talking to other people and see what's going on. Who likes hip hop? Everybody, right?
It's pretty decent.
It's pretty decent? I can tell you like it. All right. So who knows the baby? Who knows Migos? I know they broke up right now, but who like Migos? All right, I was just talking this with Sergeant Barlow and Sergeant Soto. One of my friends who actually got out of the Marine Corps was doing the music video for a hotel lobby that was in Las Vegas the other month. Like, that's the type of networking. He lives in Atlanta, he's doing that. But like, for me, it's just, that networking, and then in the Marine Corps when it came down to me meeting like The Rock, his manager, meeting Kevin Hart, Rob Riggle, Jack Black, like all these people was people I never thought I would meet. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. You know, I was a long way from home, but you know, for me, I was very vulnerable, especially in the 12th grade. I was supposed to go to college to play basketball. And so for me, you know, the recruiter talking to me, at least telling me these opportunities, I was just like, well, let me just see what it's about. And then it said I could be a videographer, because I did like, I think it's like Channel 1. That's where you do like the morning briefs or whatever to your school. So that's what I was on. I was like, I like video, I like doing like radio broadcasting, those type of things. And so I was just like, well, maybe I could do this in the Marine Corps. And it was called Combat Camera back in the day. So from there, I went to like, you know, I joined the Marine Corps, and I got stationed in Hawaii. And, you know, the first op I went on was, you know, someplace called Australia. And then all of a sudden I went to Norway, and I went to Singapore. And it's just like all these great experiences that helped me when it came down to like making my portfolio. So hopefully when I got in the Marine Corps to work for somewhere like NBC, work for, you know, Netflix, Google, and those type of things. And then all of a sudden we have these gateways once you got in the Marine Corps that help you to get in contact with those people. So it's a lot of opportunities I want you guys to pretty much just open yourself up to, especially if you're interested in photography, videography, and things like that. Do we have any questions at all?
Yeah, we have just one more minute.
Okay. Any questions? All right.
So some of the programs or some of the people I've worked with include like the Dodgers. So we recently did a color guard ceremony for them for one of their events. So that's part of the public affairs networking side that I get to work with. But if you have
Give
any
Christine
questions-
seated.
if you have any questions about what we do, you can contact Sergeant Morrow here. Take a picture if you'd like, or if you see him around, just say hi.
Thank you guys for a wonderful audience. So excuse me from here. The rest of you need to stay seated just because I don't, that's why I don't have with the mic. Stay seated, please. Yeah, we're doing your face because you're not listening. Wow. Disrespect right there. That's what our future holds. You guys, please just wait. We don't want you to be late. We just want to make sure it's the user club. That's all. All right, this group, thank you for waiting. You guys are great listeners. Please go ahead and head out. And thank you to our wonderful speakers as well. And now the rest of you guys, because we got the glow going.